Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the truck, heading to look at another truck today. We're back in Denver. Going to look at a 69 F-250 truck. It's a really cool truck. Excited about this one. Apparently it's been in the same family since new. It supposed to only has 54,000 original miles on it. Not rolled over. The pictures make it look really nice, and we're going to go check it out and poke through it and see what we find, and hopefully we're bringing it home. We got permission to film today, which is cool. So we're going to do some filming there while we're looking at it, and hopefully I think the family has some history with it, some photos, and hopefully some paperwork since it's been in the family for so long. Hopefully we get to see some of that and check some of that out, and we'll be looking the truck over. It hasn't ran for 3 years, so it's not currently running, but I don't think it's too far from running. But we're going to go take a look at it and see if we pick it up and see if we bring it home. So bring you guys along for the ride. See you guys there.
Hey. Chico. Well, that's it. Yeah. I found the tailgate too. It was at my house in the rafters.
That's nice. I'm Ethan. Nice to meet you.
Stuff. I got to go through photo albums that are in there, and I can, give them to you when you come pick it up or. They said we would just go camping in it.
Yeah.
My dad's camper's in the back here, and it was his Ford right there. So.
Oh, the high boy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the paint is actually, like, I don't know, but
It's been repainted.
Yeah.
You can tell here.
You can tell, but it's the same color though.
Yeah,
right
yeah.
Here.
A lot of times these older repaints, the paint wasn't very good. They fade like that and get chalky. That's pretty common.
I don't think it's.
I have a feeling it might just buff out.
Yeah, it probably would.
I mean,
Didn't we
saying repainted?
Didn't we do a spot somewhere over here?
I've never seen.
Yeah.
Yeah, this would be black. So this is, see how that bumper's been painted, and right here on the core support it's been oversprayed. So no, nothing against the truck. It just.
I had no idea.
Of course, I was really little, so.
Yeah, you might have not been up to date on all that stuff when all that was going on, maybe. Bought this new, I guess, or
Yeah.
as far as you know.
Yeah, his grandpa bought it new, and then it was handed down to his dad.
3 years, you? Yeah.
My brother drove it a little bit, but that was like last.
Boy, if those fenders weren't showing some rod, it would be.
What's that?
If those fenders weren't showing some rod, it would be almost perfect, wouldn't it?
Right.
Not showing near as much as that high boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that thing's got some rust and rot.
It's all
I
over.
didn't realize this one had the plaque too.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. I bought a 72 crew cab that came out of Denver and has a from Littleton, courtesy Ford from Littleton badge like that.
That one's Hover Ford, Denver.
Yeah?
I think, what, your dad was the second owner on that one.
No.
My dad's the only one.
Really? Yeah.
Old flat fender back there too.
Yeah, 46 Phillies.
Yeah, there's lots of cool stuff in here.
There's a Dodge back there
Cummins.
Oh yeah?
with the diesel Cummins.
You mind if I take a look at it?
That's my brother's. You know,
Yeah.
My dad left it in. There's a tree growing into the camper.
70? This truck here is 70? Nice. Got
I'd
the
say it's a 72 or whatever.
grill's a 70 on this one.
No, this one's a 7.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. Dually. Extended cab.
Took it to Alaska
Really?
and then a couple of trips up the mountains and that's it.
That's cool. How many miles are on it? You know?
I don't even know.
Probably not very many. Oh, that's a... I wouldn't mind having that one too. Not for sale?
Nah, that's my brother. I told him.
Oh,
I
it's
go, I go, there's a tree falling on your truck and camper. You should come.
This one's mine.
Is it?
Yeah. It's gonna need
360 in it?
No,
Oh, it actually has a 390 Super Marauder Mercury.
Oh, somebody put a Mercury in it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
we found it.
That's cool. Even got the sticker on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we always joke around that anytime somebody's selling a highboy, they always have a 390 in it, you know.
Right.
But this one's a little bit more believable.
Right. Yeah, it's actually pretty cool today, opposed to all the other days. It's been really, really hot out here.
It's just a mess.
I really have a feeling that this,
At least.
but nothing's been done yet. I mean, there's no fluids been changed. Nothing's been checked.
Still water in the radiator.
Seems to me maybe the master cylinder was updated at some point. Actually, when I came over here, when you said, hey, you know, I got some old trucks my mom's wanting to sell, and I came over and I was like, holy crap. And I looked at this. First thing I did was open the door, and I looked at the cab, I was like, what? How clean this
Yeah.
is, because it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
Oh, it's got. I get the other hubcaps are in the cab.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The ones that fit this?
Yeah.
I mean,
Oh,
like,
no.
This is all like rotted.
Oh,
and
okay.
rusty.
Yeah, those are like 80s hubcaps. I was gonna
these
say,
are?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Typically, this stuff.
Well, guys, we're at another day here. Come pick up this truck, and I got my buddy Bill here. We're gonna pull this thing out and load it on the trailer over there. So, wish us luck and see if we can get this thing moved. I think it's been sitting here for 3 years, so hopefully brakes aren't locked up or anything like that. Got a nice little ball on the front we can use.
You okay with that?
Yep. Where do you want to hook? I got you. Sweet. Okay. Make sure we're not going to hit anything. Nope.
Anything under it?
Good idea. Nope, we're good. All right, let's see if we have any brake pedal. No brake pedal. Hey Bill, I don't have any brake pedals, so just take it easy. I'll use the clutch as a brake. All right, since I don't have a brake pedal, I'm gonna use the, put it in gear, and if I need to stop, I'll let it on the clutch. So ooh, it's moving. The brakes were stuck a little bit. It's good the brakes are dragging a little bit. It helps with the no brake pedal, although it hasn't been a problem yet. Hopefully I can get this turned with one hand. There we go. And we'll have to stop with plenty of room for Bill to get out. Let's see, let's check it. Good. Well, there it is, guys. It's on the trailer. We're gonna head back to Oklahoma and we'll dig into this thing when we get there. So see you guys in. Hey everyone, we're back in Oklahoma after an awesome trip to Colorado. I got this 69 truck on the trailer here. I thought I would show you guys around it and underneath it while we got it on the trailer. Since I like to show you guys the underside of it, it's a lot easier to show you on a trailer. Here it's got a really nice straight 69 grill. That emblem there was added. It's got some pretty cool fog lights. This one is cracked, unfortunately, but it's got a really nice straight grill on it. It's been repainted before. I wish it was original paint, but it's been repainted before. You can tell here there's some spray and the core support and the hood lights there overspray, so I knew it had been repainted. This is the only rot in the truck is the two fenders, so it does have some fender damage there, but the underside is all good. And the repaint is kind of chalky and faded, but I think you could little bit of elbow grease and it would look pretty good. I don't know what I'm doing with it yet because I don't like that rust in the fender. If I put a new fender on it and paint the fender, look at that, I got the paint on the paint just coming off. Put a new fender on that, it'd be pretty hard to match. I'm gonna see what the paint looks like before we make that decision. It has this camper on it, and this camper was supposed to be on it since new. I have some pictures of this truck from when it was being camped with in 1981. I'll insert them here. But the story I was told, this guy's grandpa bought it new in 69. I don't know, the title says 72, so I don't know if they bought it. It was a couple years old, but at least they've had it since 72. And the story I was told, he bought it new, so I don't know. The title might have been transferred over to his dad at some point. But anyway, this camper's been on it a lot anyway. I had those pictures of it, and here it has these supports here for up here on the camper, and it cracked the cowling right here, the part of the cab, but you should be able to weld that up pretty easy. So if I do a repaint, that'll probably be repaired, and I'll pull these brackets off and fill those holes. But if we don't repaint it, I'll probably just leave it, because then if you take it off, you got holes to fill with. It has these goofy mirrors on it. You can see right here, it had the little mirror that would have been like right here, and that's not going to work with a camper. So the guy put on these big tow mirrors. Unfortunately, they're not Ford West Coast. They're just some aftermarket. I mean, they're period correct, but they're not Ford. So you know, kind of depending on what I do with the truck, we'll decide what we do with those. Really nice bed on it, which is pretty cool. And if this camper has never been off of it or been off it a few times, the inside of that bed hopefully is like brand new. Here's the, has a nice rear bumper on it with some vintage stickers on it that are pretty cool. Here's the marker lights for 69. The camper isn't that bad. It's a Hallmark, but it's showing some rot in some places, unfortunately. Here's the tag. 2001 is what the tag says. And I think that is the last time this thing was on the road. There's a shot at the other side. Like I said, this paint is just like super, you call it oxidation or chalkiness. But see, you just wipe it off. So I think a good washing will fix this thing, make this thing look a lot better. Here's some more of that rot in this fender over here. It's not as bad, but it's still there. Another reason why I think this thing hasn't been on the road since 2001, here's the battery that was in it, and the 1999 sticker is peeled off. So this battery was bought new in 1999. So you know this thing hasn't moved in a long time, because that battery is probably worse than no good, as old as it is. And it has these bias ply tires on it still, that still hold air. And this is a Dunlop Gold Seal 3-rib highway. And I wonder how old that tire is. I think this is before they even started putting date codes on tires. I'll have to see if I can find one, but I doubt there's a date code on it. Still has the split rim wheels. This one's a Bud wheel. See there, it says Bud. 16 by 5.5. Here's the cab mount. See how rust free that is? Show you the underside here. Really nice. The floor pans and cab mounts are perfect on it. But I think this truck has I think 56,000 original miles on it. Real low miles. It was only used for camping trips. Let's see. 54,000. I think that's original, and we'll dig into the interior and why I think it's original when I get it off the trailer. But here's a shot of the other side here. That cab mount. Really slick cab mount. There's the floor, and there's that the floor brace there that likes to rot out. It's really nice shape, and you can even see kind of a hint of the red primer on the floor, which is pretty nice. It's not as apparent as some of the other trucks I bought, but it's still, you can still kind of see it. Here's some kind of extra fuel filter deal. It did have 2 saddle tanks on the back under the bed. So it's got a Dana 60 open 410, and it does have a new process 435. And there you can see the red primer on the transmission there, the red oxide primer. Well, there's the outside walk around, guys, and the peak of it underneath it, and showing you how rust free this thing is. I'm going to get it off the trailer and show you what's so awesome about this truck, the interior. So let's get after it. Well, got the truck off the trailer here, so let's go show you the interior. It's awful nice. Look how nice and clean that door is. Original sticker still there. It did blow a bunch of leaves out. The vent here was open while I was towing it home. It blew all these leaves out, so you know there's leaves up in there in the cowl. But that gauge cluster is really nice. Steering wheel, no cracks. Nice, it's not wore off. The dash is cracked, unfortunately. It's, like I said, it's set outside, so it saw its share of sun. So it's not terrible, but it's definitely not mint. If it was stored inside, man, imagine what this truck would be like. Headliner, really nice and clean. Sun visors move nice and easy. A lot of times those get froze up. And right here, if you saw when I was picking it up, I glanced at it, but here's those foam inserts on the doors. those, when you see those, you know you got a nice truck, because those did not last. The dome light, we don't have a battery in it, but I did check the dome light works and the horn works. I couldn't get anything else to work. But the previous owner, I think, might have messed with some of the electrical stuff to keep somebody from trying to hotwire it. They told me he let all the air out of the tires to keep someone from stealing it, so I'm guessing he might have unhooked some wires to try to maybe deter someone from stealing it. I don't know, since he parked it. I'll have to do some digging there, but I couldn't get any of the electrical stuff to fire up in here, like the blower motor, the radio. The key didn't do anything, so we'll have to do some digging there. But it has this aftermarket radio in here. I don't know if it works. I tried it, couldn't get it to work. He had a CB in here, and a CB antenna on the hood there. Here's a shot of the pedals. Gives you a real good indication of how low use this truck is. See how clean and crisp the ribs are on there. They're not wore off on the edges, especially right there on the brake pedal. You come off the brake and hit the brake pedal a lot, and slide off and hit the gas. That usually shows a lot of wear. The floor mat is in real nice shape, no rips, no tears. Same with the firewall pad, awful nice shape. The gear lever is extended, and he has this foam stuff wrapped around it. That other high boy that was there when I picked this thing up, it had that wrapped around it as well, and even the four-wheel drive shifter had it on the interior. I don't know why guys did that. If anybody knows, let me know in the comments. Was it to protect the knees of the guy riding in the middle or something? And he also extended, it's a lot higher up than the normal, so I don't know. If you know, let me know. But I thought the interior was really nice on this truck, and was why it was worth picking up, just because how nice the interior was. I think this is the original seat. I looked up on the door tag, and it was 2 for the interior, which was a light blue color. I haven't seen what the color was, but I think that might be the original seat. These armrests are a little bit lighter blue than the normal. See, this is kind of what the darker blue is, like that 69, that white 69 I picked up. It's a little bit darker blue, shadow blue I think they call it. But this is the original seat. It is awful nice shape. I think it is a Ford seat for sure. Man, we got lots of goodies back here, don't we? The fuel tank is awful nice and clean. How nice and clean those wires are, and this connection here, how it's clean. That's always nice to see. Synthetic additive for gasoline, $1. Imagine buying that AMSOIL additive for $1. Man, that's probably pretty old. Looks like he had a lot of, there's a belt. There's some electrical tape, some old school electrical tape. That's cool, some extra hoses. Let's see what we got over there. There's some blemishes on the hood, some paint missing. That's kind of sad to see, but this would have taken the brunt of the heat there. The sun, all this stuff was kind of shaded. It's even got a bunch of dust up here. That's how shaded it was and covered up. But I got some of these hubcaps. These are not correct. Actually, it's for a four-wheel drive. But sadly, I didn't get the original hubcaps with it. Looks like we got an old Atlas here. I wonder what date is on it. 93. They were still out cruising the roads in 93 with this thing. How cool is that? Gordonson steel. Oh, that's just probably like a thing you hook on when you get steel, hook on the back. It's cloth. Now they're just plastic. That's cool. You know, like, you know, something sticking out the back of your truck, you hang that on it so people see it. That's cool. I wonder when that was bought. Here's a couple of those old school pop-up reflectors, safety reflectors. In a case still, looks like. This little tray back here is pretty cool. Even got a spare radiator hose. This guy knows what he's doing. I've had one of those blow out on me before. So that's cool. Some little bit of history in here. I don't think there's anything in the glove box. I looked. I can get her open. Nothing in there, but it's still awful clean, really nice shape. Stickers are still there. So this interior, I just thought this interior was super nice, and I love a good original clean interior because they're just so hard to replicate, you know, from an original one. You got to do a lot of work to make them this nice. A new dash pad and clean everything, and this thing would look awful slick on the inside. Well, it's got a 360 in it, and I was told it was running. It was on the road 3 years ago, but I don't think it was, because the battery in here was date coded 99, and the battery box is rotted out, sadly. But that, I mean, that's just kind of setting the batteries. Batteries do that. It has a set of headers on it. Has a bunch of aftermarket electrical stuff. There's some kind of ignition in there. I don't know if it was converted to electronic ignition of some sort. Still looks like the points distributor. I haven't dug into any of this, so I don't know what all this extra stuff is doing. There's a box over there, and there's one right here. But old 360 still has a sticker on it, and it looks like the spark plug sticker would have been there not long ago. There's a sticker right there. But I had already checked this motor out, and it's stuck. I know. So I don't think it was 3 years ago when it was running. It's probably been a lot longer than that, probably 10 to 15 to maybe even 20. If 2001 was the last time it ran, he might have started it some other times to move around, but he would have had to jump start it, you know, if it's got the original, that battery from 1999 in it, and whether this thing would have even stayed running on the alternator with that old of a battery, you know, as recently as 3 years ago is what I'm questioning anyway. And the motor being stuck is another indication that it's been set for a long time. I did get it to move about 1 inch, so that's promising. I need to soak the cylinders in something before I try to do anything else to it. I might put a bore scope down the cylinders and see how bad they are, and then do some, you know, the cocktail of transmission fluid and other stuff that guys like to use to get them unstuck. But might try it just to get it, you know, see if we can get it unstuck. If the bores look decent, if the bores look like they came off the Titanic, I'm not even going to try. But I got it to move 1 inch with just a crescent wrench on the bolt there on the crank whenever I was messing with it. So that's promising. We'll give it a shot and see if we do anything. If I think it's possible, I would like to do a will it start video. I haven't done one of those before, mainly because the trucks I buy are either don't have an engine, too far gone, or they're already running and driving. So this truck being set, I think at least 20 years, I think it would be cool if we could get it to start. Even if the motor is not very good because the cylinder walls are bad, you know, get it started and running, and see if it needs anything else before I pull the engine out and rebuild it. But I think it's in really good shape. The valve covers have been off and maybe even painted because they don't match, and the staples are gone off the gasket, so that's a good indication that the valve cover's been off. And at least the air cleaners, and you know, you can still see the stickers and stuff, so you know that thing's pretty decent shape. Does have power brakes, no power steering. The little goo that Ford put on the window washer hoses is still on the sprayer nozzles there, and some of the cowl gasket is still there, which is cool. A lot of times those are gone. Look how nice and fresh those hood bolts are. Huh, that's neat. Like I said, this thing's been repainted, so this is incorrect. And there's paint right there. As you can see, that paint there. But it's got a little thing here so you can put some stuff here. That's cool. When you got a truck camper on the back, you lose all of your bed storage. I realized that with that truck. It's hard to, you got to find cubby holes and everything to put everything, because you lose every bit of your bed space. And this guy did that. But this inner fender is rotting out sadly from this battery box being crusty. So inner fender and a couple of fenders, and this thing would be awful nice. So I don't know. I'm kind of thinking. I was originally thinking maybe just, you know, clean it up, buff it up, get it running, and go from there. But if that motor is pretty far gone, and I have to pull the motor out and rebuild the motor and make the motor all nice, I think it might be beneficial for the truck to put a couple of new fenders on it and then repaint the outside, and then it would kind of match the condition of the interior. I don't know if you could match. I doubt you could match this paint. I mean, I know somebody probably could, but you know, I don't know. Let's clean it up. Look at that. Look how nice that's cleaning up. I don't know if you'd ever get new paint to match that if we just painted a fender. I'm not a body guy, so I'd have to talk to my some of my paint buddies to see what they think on that. But if I repaint it, I would fix all the little dinks and take these mirrors off, probably put some Ford West Coast mirrors on it, and all the holes for all this extra stuff like this right here, you know, if I repainted it. So I don't know, I'll have to see what kind of condition the motor's in and get the camper off and see what the bed looks like, and hopefully the bed looks absolutely mint. But you know, pending all that stuff, we'll decide what I want to do with this truck. But eventually I will be selling it because I bought it to resell. So if you're interested in it and you want me to build it the way you want it, let me know and get a hold of me. Cubic Motorsports on Instagram is probably the best way to do that, or just leave me a comment and we can talk about it. Let's go check out this camper. It's kind of neat. I wish it was in a little bit better shape. It's a Hallmark, which was made in Denver, which is cool. Before I get in it, let me show you. This thing was made in Denver, and the extra fuel tanks was Colorado Leisure Products Incorporated in Denver as well. So that's pretty cool. And also the VIN tag, it was made in Canada. It was built in Ontario like all the crew cabs, but it was sold in Denver. That's the Denver ordering district number. So it was sold in Denver, but it's made in Canada. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Nothing really exciting here other than that. Harbor Blue, 410 open rear end, 360. Pretty standard stuff. Here's the outside of the camper. It's pretty cool. Old camper. Looks like he had some stuff here you can't read anymore. I don't know if those were camper stickers or what, but there is one here. Safari Campground, Lincoln, Illinois. That's cool. Wish it was in a little bit better shape. Hydro Flame. Doesn't that date this thing? That sounds old in itself. Hydro Flame. Hydro Flame Corporation, Salt Lake City, Utah. Here's the inside of the camper here. The roof, what do you call those vents? Skylights, those broke apart and were leaking, so I think this thing is pretty bad. The floor seems solid, but the side panels and stuff are all rotten on it. Here's the old fridge. The fridge actually looks pretty nice. Still shuts good. All these cabinets open up. Bathroom. There's some really old cup dispenser here with gold cups on them, with little sayings on them and stuff. That's pretty cool. I don't think this camper's been used in a long time. Here's the tailgate. Awful nice, clean tailgate. And here's the dealer emblem. The tailgate was painted again. I'm guessing the tailgate was painted when the truck was repainted, and then they just never put it back on because of the camper. These would have been white if it was original, and the paint's awful nice and bright, and they painted the ends of there where the latches are and stuff. But so that's been repainted, but at least it looks really nice. And they didn't paint the latch, which is nice, and the latch isn't all rusty. A lot of times these get rusty. And we have the dealer emblem, which is cool. So yeah, there's oh, looks like this might have been a new skylight he was planning on putting on. Looks like it's still in the shipping crate. They don't ship stuff like that anymore, do they? That one's busted out too, and I think that's why it's sagging right there above the cab. Luckily, that didn't fall on the cab, because that would have sucked. What do we have here? Nolan's RV and Marine Center. Backup lens, round red lens. So he was buying some lenses. Is that what these are? I don't know, that's not round, it's square. Huh. So he's buying some stuff to fix the camper up. Wonder what, is there a date on this? 94. 08. August 1st of 94 is when he bought that. He's probably planning on going on a camping trip in August like I did. Well, sweet. There's some stuff in here. Old stove. Yeah, this is the camper. I wish it was in a little bit better shape because these old vintage campers are pretty cool, but I think she's seen better days. But anyway, guys, this is this truck. I'm real excited about how nice that interior is and how rust-free the truck is. I can't wait to get this camper off of this thing and see what that inside of that bed looks like. I hope it's all right. The way you unload this camper was you just slid it. There's a roller in the back, and you slid the camper back off the back. So I'm kind of worried about the bed's probably going to have some scratches and stuff in it, but you know, it should be nicer than a lot of them. No dents and dings. Hopefully, that's what I'm really majorly worried about. Kind of sucks the motor's locked up. I was kind of hoping it would be just put some fresh gas in it and clean the points and it fire right up, but it's not looking like that's going to be the case. So it's going to be a little bit more work, but maybe that'll be good for you guys. Maybe I'll be able to make an episode out of getting this thing started for you guys and do a will it start videos. Those seem to be pretty popular on YouTube. We'll give that a shot. I think the motor is salvageable. If it's just locked up solid, I'm not going to spend that much time trying to get it unstuck. So we'll give it a shot anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, poking around this 69 truck with this nice camper on it. Cool backstory on it, and it's nice to have those pictures, the history and everything with it. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Well, guys, that just about does it for this episode. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this 69 truck we went and picked up from Denver. I'm really like that interior, and I'm real excited to see what this exterior paint looks like when we get it all cleaned up and get this camper off of this thing and see what this truck's all about. But I got to get this thing cleaned up and take a better look at that motor and see if it's worth fixing. But let me know in the comments below what I think I should do with it. And I have a video coming out soon of that white 69 F-350 I've been working on, so I'm going to have some shop videos soon for you guys. But right now, I just wanted to share this 69 truck with you guys, and hopefully I'll be having some videos with it soon as well. So I'll see you guys then. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.